in all activities is usually law, policy and liability. Now, what is the status? Because we have neither of them in place.
It's okay, but we have been continuously working on all three of them. See, first, Pallaviji, you have to recognize that the need of all of this, what you mentioned, is well understood in the Department of Space. And we are taking action to do that. See, there was no space policy in terms of the space policy till now. At least you are discussing a space policy today. That means Department of Space has generated the draft policy. We have subjected to interministerial discussions. We have brought all stakeholders in space sector, including industry bodies, to discuss the space policy. So all of them are aware of the space policy, what it is. Only thing is government has to release it. I came to understand that government is in the process of releasing that space policy. Day or tomorrow it may come. And second question which you mentioned is about the law. I think law is important with regard to giving certain legal strength to the activities of private space ecosystem. So today private ecosystem is just emerging. They started doing some suborbital launches, they are doing satellites, etc. It is important for suborbital launch. It's not that important for suborbital launches. Once you put satellites in orbit, it becomes important. And by the time they are ready, I believe it will also come out. We have done our job of drafting the law, bill and hand it over to the government.
Thank you very much, sir.
Third point, of course, is about the liability. Liability is also very clear, and we are discussing in our higher bodies of space to give a step to it to give liability convention applicable to our space activities.
Sir has to catch flight, so please, on that note,
Gaganyaan is getting delayed again and again. So
which one?
Gaganyaan, the space.
Gaganyaan is getting delayed. Of course, it is getting delayed because we have original goal was 2022. Now it is set at 2024 end. See, we have to understand that Gaganyaan is not like sending a satellite. We can send a robot up space and then do experiments and come back. But we can't take chances with human beings. And I have made it very clear that we are not going to take any chance with human beings up there. And we will do it. There is no going back on it, but it will be on a cautious, very careful approach. Capability is not developed in overnight. It is a development of a long period of time, typically 10 years. Of course, we have taken this task to develop it in 4 years of time. We realize that it is likely to take more years, primarily because our ecosystem of doing it in industrial ecosystem of manufacturing and doing qualification is not mature to a level that we wanted to get some technologies from outside and build it, and they were not that easily available from Russia and Europe. And we have to do most of them ourselves now. For example, one of them is environmental control and life support system. We thought that we can buy it from there. It is coming at exorbitant cost, and we decided we will not do. We will do it in-house. So it takes its own development cost. Next is we want to do how to look at going to the manned rating has to be done on a step-by-step process. We introduce additional abort missions. It is called test vehicle abort. So 4 additional test abort missions are taken care of. Because anything goes wrong, we have to secure the crew safely. So we are going to demonstrate that starting from this year, 2 abort missions will happen and 1 unmanned mission will happen this year. Next year we are targeting to do the remaining 2 abort missions and the unmanned mission again. And if all of them go successful, we will take the human spaceflight mission.
So G20 is a very